Product Launch Countdown, Chapter 1, The Big Announcement. The morning started like any other at Blue Horizon Marketing. However, the air buzzed with excitement when the team was called into the conference room for an important announcement. As they settled in, the head of marketing, Mr. Harris, stood confidently at the podium. "We have been chosen to lead the launch of our company's most ambitious product yet," he declared. The room erupted into applause. The product, a revolutionary smart home device, was expected to disrupt the industry. "This is a milestone project," he continued, "and we have just 60 days to execute the perfect launch."
The team quickly dove into a discussion about the project timeline and deliverables. Emily, the project manager, outlined the key phases: market research, campaign development, presentation to stakeholders, and the grand launch event. "We need to assign clear roles," she emphasized.
Kevin was tasked with market analysis, Sarah would oversee branding, and Andrew was in charge of logistics. The team's collaborative spirit was palpable as ideas began to flow. As the meeting adjourned, the team members felt both excitement and pressure. They knew that the project's success depended on their ability to plan strategically and work seamlessly together. "This is our chance to showcase what Blue Horizon can do," Emily said, rallying the team. With a shared sense of purpose, they returned to their desks, ready to turn ideas into action. The countdown to the product launch had officially begun. Chapter 2, Conducting Market Research. Kevin began his work by diving into consumer behavior data and analyzing recent industry trends. His goal was to identify the target market's needs and preferences. The team held brainstorming sessions to compile questions for a comprehensive survey. Meanwhile, Emily arranged a benchmarking meeting to study competitors' marketing strategies. They discovered that similar products were often criticized for being too complex. "This is an opportunity for us," Kevin said. "We can focus on simplicity and user-friendliness." The survey results came back within a week. Respondents expressed a desire for smart home devices that integrate seamlessly into their daily lives. This insight became the foundation for their campaign messaging. At the same time, Kevin identified a potential hurdle. A major competitor was launching a similar product just 2 weeks before theirs. The team gathered to discuss this new information. "We need to highlight what sets us apart," Sarah said. "Let's emphasize our product's innovative design and ease of use." To solidify their findings, Emily requested a SWOT analysis, evaluating their product's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The process uncovered unique selling points that could be used in the campaign. With the market research phase complete, the team compiled their findings into a detailed report. The data-driven insights provided a clear direction for the next phase: crafting a campaign strategy. "This research is our cornerstone," Emily said during the final meeting. "Now let's use it to create something extraordinary." Chapter 3, Developing a Campaign Strategy. With the market research complete, the team gathered in the brainstorming room to begin crafting a compelling campaign strategy. Sarah, the branding lead, stood at the whiteboard, ready to jot down ideas. "Our goal," she began, "is to create a campaign that resonates with our target audience while emphasizing our product's unique selling points." The team quickly narrowed down their focus: simplicity, innovation, and seamless integration into daily life. These became the cornerstones of their campaign. "We need a slogan that's both memorable and persuasive," Sarah added. Ideas were tossed around, ranging from "simplify your world" to "innovation at your fingertips." After much debate, they settled on "smart living simplified." Next, they discussed the platforms for their campaign. Emily suggested a multi-channel approach, combining social media ads, email campaigns, and in-store promotions. Kevin proposed a series of tutorial videos to demonstrate the product's features. "Visual storytelling will help us connect with consumers emotionally," he explained. As they divided tasks, Andrew raised concerns about potential challenges. "We need a backup plan in case something doesn't go as expected," he warned. The team agreed to build flexibility into their strategy, ensuring they could adapt to unforeseen circumstances. By the end of the day, they had a detailed action plan. Each member knew their role and the deadlines they needed to meet. "This strategy reflects the research we've done and the creativity we bring to the table," Emily said. "Now let's execute it with precision." The team left the room energized and ready to bring their campaign to life. The product launch was becoming more tangible with each step forward. Chapter 4: Budget Challenges. Just as the campaign began to take shape, the team faced an unexpected hurdle: a budget cut. During a meeting with the finance department, they were informed that their allocated funds had been reduced by 15%. Emily frowned. "This is going to test our resourcefulness," she said. The team reconvened to reassess their campaign. "We need to focus on cost-effective solutions," Kevin suggested. They decided to reduce the number of physical advertisements and focus more on digital platforms, which offered greater reach at a lower cost. Sarah suggested leveraging user-generated content by encouraging customers to share their experiences with the product. "It's authentic and practically free," she explained. The idea was well received, and the team began brainstorming ways to incentivize participation. Andrew worked on optimizing the logistics to save costs without compromising quality. By negotiating better rates with vendors and minimizing unnecessary expenditures, he managed to free up additional funds for the campaign. Despite the challenges, the team remained optimistic. "Constraints force us to be more creative," Emily reminded them. She encouraged everyone to think outside the box and prioritize initiatives that would deliver the highest return on investment. By the end of the week, they had revised their budget plan and adjusted the campaign accordingly. "We've turned a setback into an opportunity to innovate," Sarah said proudly. The experience reinforced the importance of adaptability and collaboration in overcoming obstacles. With their revised plan in place, the team was ready to move forward, more determined than ever to make the product launch a success. Chapter 5: Crafting the Presentation. As the campaign strategy and budget adjustments fell into place, the team turned their attention to the next critical task: preparing the presentation for the executive board. This presentation would determine whether they received full support for the launch event and campaign execution. Emily took the lead, organizing a brainstorming session to decide on the presentation structure. "We need to ensure our message is compelling, concise, and visually engaging," she emphasized. The team decided to focus on 3 key aspects: the market research findings, the campaign strategy, and the anticipated impact of the product launch. Sarah worked on creating visual aids using graphs and charts that highlighted survey results and consumer preferences. "We need the data to tell a story," she said, meticulously designing each slide. Kevin prepared a data visualization of the SWOT analysis, while Andrew compiled a cost breakdown to demonstrate how the revised budget would maximize results. Rehearsals became an essential part of the preparation. The team practiced multiple times, refining their delivery and addressing potential questions. Emily coached her colleagues on maintaining confidence and clarity during their sections. "Remember, this is our chance to showcase not just the product, but our teamwork," she said. Despite their hard work, the pressure was mounting. "What if the board doesn't approve our plan?" Kevin asked during a late-night session. Emily reassured him, "We've done our research and prepared thoroughly. Trust the process." By the end of the week, the presentation was polished and ready. As they reviewed the final version, a sense of unity and determination filled the room. They were ready to face the board and take the next step toward their ambitious goal. Chapter 6: Facing Last-Minute Obstacles. The day of the presentation began smoothly, but it wasn't long before chaos ensued. Kevin discovered a critical error in one of the charts, an incorrect percentage that could mislead the board. "We need to fix this immediately," he said, his voice urgent. Meanwhile, Andrew reported that one of the printed handouts had a glaring typo in the title. The team quickly divided tasks. Kevin and Sarah worked on updating the slide, while Andrew and Emily rushed to reprint the materials. "This is why we build extra time into our schedule," Emily said, trying to stay calm. As if that weren't enough, the projector in the conference room malfunctioned just before the presentation was scheduled to begin. Emily called IT support while Andrew set up a backup laptop. "We're not letting this stop us," she said firmly. Despite the setbacks, the team managed to resolve the issues just in time. As they stood before the board, their polished presentation and well-rehearsed delivery impressed the executives. Questions came, but the team answered with confidence, showcasing their thorough preparation and expertise. When the meeting ended, the board members applauded their efforts and approved the campaign strategy. "That was a close call," Kevin said, exhaling deeply as they left the room. The experience highlighted their ability to remain resilient under pressure. "Challenges will always arise," Emily said, "but how we handle them defines our success." The team left the building feeling both exhausted and triumphant, knowing they had overcome every obstacle in their path. Chapter 7: The Launch Event. The day of the product launch had finally arrived. The venue buzzed with energy as attendees, including potential customers, media representatives, and industry professionals, began to fill the hall. The team was on high alert, ensuring that every detail of the event went as planned. Andrew oversaw the logistics, confirming that the product demo stations were operational and the keynote speaker had arrived. Sarah fine-tuned the branding materials displayed throughout the venue, from banners to interactive screens showcasing the product's features. As the lights dimmed, the keynote presentation began. Emily took the stage, exuding confidence as she introduced the product. "Smart living simplified," she declared, echoing their campaign slogan. The audience seemed captivated as she outlined the product's innovative design and ease of use. Next came the live demonstration. Kevin and Sarah worked behind the scenes to ensure everything functioned flawlessly. The device's features were showcased seamlessly, earning nods of approval and even a few audible wows from the crowd. During the networking session that followed, attendees flocked to the demo stations, eager to test the product firsthand. The team circulated through the room, answering questions and gathering feedback. A journalist remarked, "This product could redefine the smart home industry," leaving the team beaming with pride. By the end of the event, the team gathered in a quiet corner to reflect. "We pulled it off," Andrew said, raising a toast with his water glass. Exhausted but exhilarated, they knew the event had been a success. The product launch was no longer a countdown, it was now a reality. Chapter 8: Post-Launch Reflections. With the launch event behind them, the team returned to the office for a final debriefing. "Let's evaluate what worked and what didn't," Emily began. The room was filled with a mix of satisfaction and curiosity as each member shared their insights. Kevin started by presenting the initial feedback from attendees. "The live demonstration was a highlight," he noted, "but some users found the interface slightly confusing. We should address this in future updates." Sarah added that the branding resonated well, especially the slogan, but suggested exploring more engaging social media campaigns for broader outreach. Andrew provided an update on the logistics and budget. "We stayed within the revised budget, which is a win. However, I think we underestimated the time needed for setup. That's something to plan better next time." Emily summarized their reflections, highlighting the importance of their collaborative effort. "This was a team victory. Each of you brought your expertise and resilience to the table, and it made all the difference," she said. As a final exercise, the team discussed lessons learned and how they could improve their processes for future projects. They identified the need for more contingency planning and streamlined communication during high-pressure moments. Before concluding, Emily handed out thank you cards to each member, acknowledging their specific contributions. "This is just the beginning," she said. "Let's carry this momentum forward to the next challenge." The meeting ended with smiles and a renewed sense of purpose. The product launch had been a milestone for both the company and the team, proving that success is built on hard work, adaptability, and a shared vision.